recognized at our annual gala where we had over 350 attendees. We are excited to share that each honoree is also receiving a $1,000 classroom grant. Thank you for everything you do.
Good morning, Wake Up.
The Good Morning Show.
Good morning.
On WBOK.
Good morning, New Orleans, and welcome to the Good Morning Show right here at WBOK, 12:30 a.m. It is 7:03 a.m., now 7:04. You got somewhere to be at 7:15. You got a few minutes to get up and get out of there. Take your time on those byways, highways, roads, and interstates. Be careful for yourself and for others. And in particular, remember the school zone speeds continue until 9 a.m., so watch out for all of our babies and the folks connected to them, the grannies and the mamas and the moms and the dads and the Uncle Petey's. And, watch out for all of them because they're trying to help the young ones get a good education and survive the day. I'm Will Sutton, and with me today is Ro Brown. He's back.
Hello. Good morning, everybody.
Welcome back, man. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you. I must have been passable if they let me come back. So.
Well, I think it was more than passable, and I'm glad you decided to come back. So, folks certainly agreed to hear the Ro and Will show.
The Ro and Will show, or the Will and Ro show. The Will and Ro show sounds better.
Well, good morning, everyone. Wake up, get up, and get going. There's a lot of things going on in the news, of course, and we've got quite a show ahead. If it's Thursday, you know what that means. It's Congressman Troy Carter. He'll be joining us in a bit, and we're also going to hear from Dr. Keith Ferdinand about flu and the flu season in New Orleans. The St. Aug Quarterback Club has something coming up, and we're going to hear about that. And we're also going to hear from Dr. Michael Lindsay, and he's going to give us some tips and some warning signs about how we can take better care of our kids. But meanwhile, there were a couple of important things that happened yesterday, and before we jump into that, let me just tell you a little bit about some of the newsy things that happened with some crime activity in the last day or so. A Galliano teen arrested for stabbing two relatives in a Golden Meadow home, and that's most unfortunate situation there. That was over in Lafrousse Parish, and the Aaron, I guess it's Aaron. Well, it's been decades now since we've been making up names, but Airron.
Airron. I don't know if I've heard that one before.
Yeah, but I think it's Aaron. Aaron Billiot, 18, was booked on 2 counts of attempted second-degree murder. So young person is being held on $500,000 bail. And this happened on North 2nd Street, where they found a 30-year-old woman and a 60-year-old woman suffering from stab wounds to the neck. So there wasn't any specific info about family connections or any relationships, but that certainly is something quite disturbing for those individuals and their loved ones. We also had a shooting in New Orleans East, and that was in Little Woods. And that, you know what? I told you that yesterday.
What?
I told you that one about the Little Woods. Yeah. So let's skip that one. We had a dangerous man connected with sex crimes, according to the Kenner police. And this dangerous man is wanted.
Wanted. He's
Wanted. 56-year-old man wanted on a number of charges, including first-degree rape.
Mm.
First-degree rape. Michael Walker, 56, wanted on counts of sexual battery, indecent behavior with a child. And his criminal history includes disarming an officer. So he's considered dangerous, not to be approached. And Kenner Police want to know if you see him, or and give them a shout at 911 so they can bring some beginnings of closure to that most unfortunate situation. Meanwhile, in Baton Rouge, New Orleans City Council representative, man, did they go begging or did they go demanding? Because City Council put in a request for the State Bond Commission to approve the borrowing of $125 million. And didn't even get to the committee that it needs to go to before it goes to the Bond Commission, because the governor, who also sits on the Bond Commission, said, not on my watch. We are not going to hear this, and if we were to hear it, you'd be giving over fiscal control of the city, because that's what we think we need to do. And so that did not happen, and City Council pulled the request.
All right.
They said no, we're not going to hand over fiscal control and have a ceremony only mayor and a legislative body that abides to the Baton Rouge King, in addition to the Washington D.C. King.
Mm-hmm.
So this was a meeting with some legislative officials, including the treasurer, who chairs the Bond Commission, to talk about other ways they might come to agreement. And the tentative agreement is that the city would get approval to seek the bonds for the payroll, create a fund that money would go into, and it could only be used for payroll. So it couldn't be used for, we got the water
Anything
leaking
else.
over here, that kind of thing. And the legislative auditor would oversee that fund and not all city finances. Now, there are a number of other things to take into consideration with something like that, but that's the general framework of where they ended up after an hour-long meeting in Baton Rouge. And City Council Vice President and Mayor-elect Helena Moreno, Budget Chair Joe Giarrusso, and City Council President J.P. Morrell were representing the city at that meeting.
So, for the dumb people like me, what does that mean? They're going to get some money, but got to use it only for payroll. Bond
It's a
Commission's
tentative
going to
framework.
give them money,
They didn't
but
say.
they can only
No,
use it
no.
for that, or what?
Yes, yeah. They would seek the Bond Commission's approval to seek what, in more common terms, is a municipal payday law.
Right.
So you pay more to get that money, but you can't do that without seeking the support, the approval of the State Bond Commission.
So they're going to give them the approval?
They said we have a tentative framework. So they want to make sure that they're in sync and that everybody understands this is where we're going. And, that common cliche comes into play. The devil is in the details.
Details.
Yeah, the devil is in the details. So we'll have to see what other developments, because it's not like they can take months to do this, because city employees expecting their paychecks, especially with Thanksgiving and Christmas and Kwanzaa and New Year's coming around.
This isn't something you can kick down the road and say, oh, we'll do this till we get to that. No.
Right.
Yeah, this has to happen.
Right. So, again, the city of New Orleans still needs the approval of the State Bond Commission. That's a 14-member body made up of all
Was the
Republicans.
governor always on that?
I believe so.
Okay. The governor's been on that.
But the treasurer, John Fleming, chairs the Bond Commission.
Mm-hmm.
But since you have gubernatorial appointees on this,
Mm-hmm.
14-member, all Republican,
Yeah.
You might not hold your seat.
And I appointed you.
Yeah, right. You might not hold your seat after the vote if you vote the wrong way.
It's like the 12-1 vote thing on the other thing.
Right.
Who's
right.
that one,
Yep.
Or who was that one?
That's right. So Governor Landry did not respond, and his office did not respond, but the state treasurer, John Fleming, did. And he said, we agree on a framework. Now it's just working out the details. So that's not a yes, we will approve you.
Yeah.
Let's see what details we can work out after coming together and agreeing that this is something that we will consider. So we need to work out some details.
Okay.
Interesting enough, we have a mayor,
Okay.
and the mayor nor a mayor's representative was a part of the meeting.
Well, that's not surprising, is it?
Well, the money would not go into 2026. The money would be for the end of the year, 2025. Still the incumbent mayor's term.
Still not surprising.
Okay. You think no one wanted her in the room?
I think that's the case.
Okay. No one from New Orleans and no one in Baton Rouge?
I think that's both cases.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But that's just me.
Well, couldn't she have a representative? You sit over there.
No.
And no
No.
representative?
No.
We don't want you to play a role?
No.
Okay. All right. So best
And that's
to-
I'm not saying that's how it should be. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that's how, I think that's the case.
Yep. And that's unfortunate, but
Yeah.
understandable in the terms of politics and where we are and
Yeah.
how we got to where we are, because this is a horrible, terrible cash crunch.
The devil is in the details. You're correct. But the devil is also in the visual.
Yes, absolutely. And there weren't a whole lot of pictures, but there were some. But I see what you mean.
Yeah.
No back door to slip out of
Yeah.
with something like that, probably.
And just the people who are visualizing.
I got you. I got you. All right. Well, the part of this framework, according to the state treasurer, would give the state legislative auditor, Mike Weichspach, the veto power over how the money is spent. So the city would agree that they would seek the money, get the money, and decide how to spend the money on the payroll, but the legislative auditor could say no. But only on this part of the operation, not all city affairs.
Okay. This in this particular instance?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Joe Giarrusso, the
detail.
budget chair, said there'd have to be, quote unquote, modest tweaks to an ordinance that the city council would consider today. They would consider that today. So that's another
So
step.
like you
that
said,
they
it's got to
have
get done now.
Yep. So they'd have to get that underway. And, this is a phrase that so many people are using these days. And one of the things that Weichspach, the legislative auditor, said is that he would make sure that we have boots on the ground when it comes to this money.
Boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. think he can do the dance. I don't know.
Well, maybe they'll all come to the meeting with fans.
Yeah.
The first time I heard that.
Yeah.
One of my daughter's best friends, and a young lady who's like my daughter also,
Okay.
because she got married. It's her wedding. Reception's going on. I'm sitting there, and one of the young ladies, one of my daughter's friends, they were all in the bridal party,
Yeah.
Mr. Rowe, I got an extra fan. You want one? And we were freezing in this place because the air conditioning was really working. And I said, no, darling, thank you very much. And I'm thinking, why is she giving me a fan?
Right. Right.
Why did she offer me a fan? Then I found out about 5 minutes later why she offered me a fan.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Well,
just a little aside there.
yeah. Well, there's some philosophical differences about using a fan.
Oh, really?
Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. I found that out some time ago that when you're doing the dance, there's one sense that if you're doing the dance, you should do it with a fan.
Okay.
And not otherwise. You should do it with a fan. And then others, it's like it's okay to flick your hand.
Okay.
And then there's the women should use the fans and men should not.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So,
Okay.
I'm sure some of you all know about that. The WBOK 1230 AM talk
so
line.
we're going, what are they talking about?
504-582-9422, 505-829-9422. I do want to let you know that our very own State Senator Gary Carter was a part of that meeting yesterday. So that was, someone else from here who was a part of the meeting in addition to the city council members. And the House Speaker, DeVerrier from Eunice was in there. The legislative auditor was in there. State Senator Patrick McMath was in there. And Paul Rainwater, the city's lobbyist in Baton Rouge, he was in there. So pretty good group when you're talking about money and trying to get something fixed right away.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to be going to break. And after that, we hope we'll be hearing from Congressman Troy Carter. A lot going on with the government shutdown, SNAP, and more. You're listening to WBOK 1230 AM, what New Orleans is talking about. All day long.
Good morning and happy Thursday. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU, and here's a look at today's headlines. As the government shutdown continues, Louisiana SNAP recipients are in limbo again. Some recipients tell WDSU they had funds loaded onto their card this week, but by the time they went to the store, that money was gone. The state is reportedly reversing course after saying it would use funds from the state health department to pay the benefits for certain groups in November. They say that's because the Trump administration has now pledged to pay out the benefits after a court order mandated that. When the money will reach recipients is still unclear. Then a shooting on the West Bank injures one person. New Orleans police say this happened a little before 9 last night on Preston Place. There is no word on how seriously that person was hurt or if a suspect has been identified. And if you need help paying your energy bill or are looking for ways to save, the utility is hosting a customer service event in New Orleans East today. Representatives can answer your questions or address concerns. You can even pay your bill in person. It is happening at the United Way Prosperity Center on Morrison Road from 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. And finally, the Pels have a small win streak going after beating the Dallas Mavericks last night. They also beat the Charlotte Hornets earlier this week. And that is a look at today's headlines. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News. Have a great day.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Cities across the country are struggling to provide affordable housing. But New Rochelle, a city just a train ride away from Manhattan, is working on a new approach that's bolstering affordable places to live. Led by Mayor Yadira Ramos-Herbert, the New Rochelle model is responsible for adding over 4,500 new housing units with an additional 6,500 units on the way. Mayor Ramos Herbert spoke to Bloomberg about how the city is using public-private partnerships and more to make it all happen.
We worked with the community here. What do you want to see in New Rochelle? And through our public-private partnership, we've enhanced plazas, we've brought murals, we've increased EV charging stations, we've bought a black box theater right to our main street. We're opening parklets. And so really working together, providing assurances to developers, everybody essentially wins. Never mind that rents are actually holding steady and actually decrease the median rent.
Mayor Ramos Herbert is the first woman and first person of color to become mayor of New Rochelle. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
At Bank of America, we asked our people, how do you take ownership of your career?
I'm able to grow my way by putting the priorities that I have for my career first.
I thrive on being a leader who's behind the team, not in front of the team.
Every few years, I'm being re-energized because I get to do something different and learn something new.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Tired of the impersonal one-size-fit-all style of banking? You deserve a bank that delivers exceptional service and personalized attention to your needs. That's the Home Bank Standard. Since 1908, Home Bank has been a trusted financial partner for businesses and families because we go the extra mile to help you reach your goals. See for yourself why Home Bank is good for business, good for life. Stop by any New Orleans area location or find out more at home24bank.com. Home Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, have you heard the news? First Pilgrims Baptist Church is now on WBOK 1230 a.m. Tune in every Sunday at 11:30 a.m. to hear Pastor Eugene Mitchell give you the inspiration you need for the week ahead. That's every Sunday morning, 11:30 a.m. Only on WBOK 1230 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 a.m.
Good morning, Wake Up.
The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK